Hey everybody, MntdewMania's here, and welcome to my Friday rant. Today's rant is brought to you by the letter F. F is for friendship, or friends, but mostly about friendship. Now, the official definition of friendship is the state of being a friend, a friendly relation, or intimacy. Don't that's not what I really think of as a friend. And to be perfectly honest with you, as I stand here fishing on the shores of the beautiful city of Valeria on Vox Populi, my opinion is that the word friend is handed out a little too quickly. And I will tell you what I mean by that. It's easy when you're young. I've watched my kids do it as they grew up. My son still does it. You instantly call someone your friend. And I guess it's because I'm a lot older that I've realized how dangerous that can be. When you're young, of course, I mean, everybody you meet your friend. That's just the trust of a child, you know. Oh, mommy, he's my friend, and well, yeah, honey, you met him 2 seconds ago, and um, you know, but I like him. He's my best friend. Okay. Um, I found also in looking and searching about friendship, tons and tons of quotes, proverbs about friendship. It seems like a lot of people had a lot to say about friendship. One in particular, of course, stood out. That will be the last thing I bring up. But some of the cuter ones that I thought were worth mentioning was God gives us relatives. Thank God we can choose our friends. I like that one. That's so true. Seriously, with my family, most of them, I mean, please, you know, I, d- I have friends that are closer than some members of my family. And that's not by accident, trust me. But yeah, getting back to what entails a friend, I think the word's used a little too easily. Um, to me, it's, well, like this saying right here, everyone hears what you say. A friend listens to what you say. A best friend listens to what you don't say. Okay? Um, and that's another thing going from friendship to a best friend. This is just my opinion on it. I think you should have one best friend. I don't think that is a title, a place of honor, if you will, that can be um, have more than one person. I think we should all have that one person in our lives who is not a spouse, you know, that we can tell them anything. As Charles M. Schultz said, a real friend is someone who knows all your thoughts and likes you anyway. That is my definition, absolutely, of a best friend. You can't. There's just some things that you just can't. I kind of, and I hate to be sound that way, but I do tend to um, grade Well, I mean, like almost like I tower people. You know what I'm saying? The big area here is like that's um, people I know. You know, I know you in passing. Probably know your name. We've met somewhere, but we've exchanged a few words. You're not my friend. We know each other. We're acquaintances. That's it. And then you kind of go up, and I have good acquaintances, people that probably I work with. We've chatted in the lunchroom or on break or something, and you know a little bit more about me than this group does, this tier does, but we're not. I still don't consider us friends. We're just good acquaintances. That we know a little bit about each other. We might work together. We might do something together, but it's very general. There's nothing personal about it. Okay, and then I have you know personal acquaintances that not really from work, but people I've known a long time, and we probably aren't like friends, but we do know each other somehow. You might be a relative spouse, and we're not really related, but I think of you as somebody that I could get to like given the chance. And you probably know a little bit more about me than the tiers below you. Okay, and then there is a friend. Now, a friend is what I mean. I have a hard time calling somebody my friend, and I don't understand why other people kind of look at me funny when I say that. I don't get it. Um, because to me, and this is very true. This proverb I found: a friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. Now, I mean, but if I call you my friend, then I mean it's for 100%, folks. You don't get me part time, and if I can help you, I will without a hesitation at all, without a doubt, without a thought. If I call you my friend, if you, I'm one of those, if you tell me something in confidence, it's going to stay there, and somebody could hold a gun to my head, and I'm not going to say anything because as your friend, I value you enough to do that for you, and I expect the same. Okay. Um, because there's a proverb that also says, "Do not remove a fly from a friend's head with a hatchet." Uh, I absolutely, I totally agree with that 100%. And how many people have you known in your life that you thought were your friends, and then the shit hits the fan, and you turn around and they're not there. They're nowhere close to being there. They're not even in the same damn state anymore. Because when the trouble started, they started walking. And I'm sure they will come up with a sob story later to tell you why they had to bail or what happened or blah, 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 etc., etc. And I take that with about as, much credence as I do the bucket of bullshit that you tried to push behind the door thinking I wouldn't see it. So, yeah, I have a very hard time calling people friends because I expect a lot from a friend. And I give a lot as a friend. So if I have told you that I am your friend, then yeah, that's something rare that just doesn't happen. I don't I don't give it out that easy. Um, and I don't believe in. I mean, and you probably know people that have done it. they they will buy a friend. I mean, I can't even comprehend that. Um, and someone named GD Prentice said, "A friend you have to buy won't be worth what you pay for him." Absolutely. If you have to pay or give something for somebody to even say that you're their friend, I mean, come on. What is that worth? What is that? I mean, I just don't, you know, because Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The only way to have a friend is to be one." Totally agree with that. You have to prove you are worth being my friend. But see, it's a two-way street. I have to prove it to you too. I have to prove it every time, you need to talk, and well, don't tell anybody. You know, um, when you ask for advice and I give you honest, straightforward advice, and as a friend, you expect that from me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make it sound pretty, because as a friend, you shouldn't expect that from me. If anybody else in the world, you shouldn't expect it from a friend. If you can't be honest on the basis of being a friend, then why is that word even coming up? You know, if I wanted to hear something like that, I mean, I could get somebody just to fake it. I could pay him to fake it. Um, and this is another good one. I hope I don't butcher the name too bad. The Greek tragic poet Euripides said, "One loyal friend is worth 10,000 relatives." Amen, brother. Even back in 485 BC, you were preaching it. That is absolutely the truth. Um, you got friendship is. I mean, that's just another word for loyalty. If you can't be loyal to a friend, then you have absolutely no business calling yourself one, or demanding it from somebody else. So, I mean, it's just and that's I'm probably lucky because I have two best friends. And of course, one of them being my husband, of getting ready to be, I've got an anniversary coming up the 14th, getting ready to be 28 years. And the other one is my best friend since forever. Um, we've been friends since, my God, I don't know. It just seems like we probably were in the cradles next to each other. So yeah, it's hard for me to just toss that word out, you know. Um, and a true friend is someone who is there even if they'd rather be somewhere else. Being a friend is like having a job, in my opinion. When it is, it's like punching a clock. When I wake up in the morning, um, and you call me at 5 o'clock in the morning, I need this, or I want that, or we need to talk and I need help. I'm on duty. That's it. You know, I expect the same back. So, but probably it's just people are just so quick to to dull that word out, and I don't know, it's because we're so desperate to say we have sound like we have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? When really they're just acquaintances, people you know. Oh yeah, well I got friend. Oh, I got. I mean, and you know what is the worst places for this? As much as I use them too, is like the social medias. Facebook being probably how many friends. I mean, I've heard people talk about it. How many friends do you have? Oh, I've got 500, and blah blah blah, and all this, and I've been poked, and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, what the hell? Seriously, do you even know these people? Or did they just kind of did they just kind of friend you through somebody else? And, come on. That's, I mean, did your friend come over and sit with you while you went through the flu and, did your grocery shopping for you and held your head when you puked when you got drunk and, um, knows all the stupid things you did and never says anything and likes you anyway, even though you're a complete idiot? Is that the friend? Bet not. And I mean, really, how many friends do you have like that? Probably. Let me end this with the best quote. I love this one. Um, this is probably one of the better ones I get. I really like this. This comes from Woodrow Wilson, who said, "Friends help you move. Real friends help you move dead bodies." Oh my God, I love that. I absolutely love that. Now, really, now seriously, think about it. Really stop and think about that for a minute. The people that you're calling, or the person that you're calling your best friend, who is should be closer to you than anybody. I mean, because we all know we can have siblings and things like that, and they are not as close as your best friends. You know that. Think about it though. If you murdered somebody, I mean, accident or drunk or whatever stupid thing you did, you know, would they be a good enough friend to help you move a dead body? Seriously. That's got to be some kind of loyalty right there. Now, I mean, let's not test it, folks, okay? Let's use a little common sense. Remember, C is for common sense. We don't want to go out and murder somebody just to see if our best friend's going to pass the test. But think about their character and how many times have they really been there for you? Would they help you move a dead body? And I want to say that mine would. I know I would for my best friend. I've got the hiccups. There's never going to be a recording I don't have hiccups. I don't know what it is. So anyway, yeah. So friends are just, don't be so eager to toss that word out and attach it to somebody. Because it's an easy thing to say. So and so's my friend. Oh yeah, so and so's my friend. We've been friends for a long time. Have you been friends or have you been acquaintances? And how many times have you been in trouble and your friend, before, just about the only thing they came up with was excuses why they weren't there? What constitutes a friend for you? What are your guidelines for somebody being your friend? Think about that. So, I'm going to wrap this up. Um, just my random thought. There's a lot of quotes and stuff about friends. That's probably, we'll end it with something that Aristotle said. A true friend is one soul in two bodies. Absolutely, absolutely, I agree with that. So there you go. F is for friendship, and I think I'm going to wrap that up for today. So yeah, think about that. Think about what it means to be a friend. Have you been a good one today? Have you been a good one this week? Did somebody ask you to help out with something and you kind of blew it off or made an excuse not to help? Did you have somebody do it to you? So, yeah, think about the word friend before you apply it to somebody. And think about how you're going to react when somebody applies it to you. Alright, that is my rant for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, hope you'll hit that like button, share it around, and see what the rest of the world thinks about F is for friendship. And if you got any quotes that you like or anything that you found, just stick it in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And we'll go from there. And I'll stand here and fish on Vox Populi, where actually I do have a lot of friends. There's a lot of great people here, and the link will be in the description for this absolutely wonderful server that is Latin and Zombie are nice enough to let people come on here and do videos and things like that, and that's very sweet of them to do that, and I always appreciate it, and I always want to give them a shout out every time that I come to this lovely place. This is my home away from home. Over there's my thinking spot. And one of these days I'm going to get Latin to put me a sign up. It's going to be MntdewMania's fishing spot right over there under the pier. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and any comments you want to leave, I'd love to hear them, see what you think about friendship. And this is Mountain Dew Mania, live from Vox Populi, and bring you the rant of the week. F is for friendship, and I am so out of here. Later, guys.